Back in the studio today, guys, and I am absolutely wrecked. I had a really busy weekend this weekend. I was at a wedding in Brighton, which is right down south for me, on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday I was in London, and then back on Sunday evening, and since then I just haven't really recovered properly yet. I just feel absolutely out of it. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to share some good news from my personal life actually, and that is that I've become an uncle for the second time. I have one sister and that's her second child, so it was so nice to go to London and meet them for the first time this weekend. They've only been in this world for a few days. He doesn't even have a name yet, can you believe it? My sister decided to find out the gender when it was born, and she said she basically had a load of girls' names ready because she just had a feeling it was going to be a girl. Turns out it was a boy, so they're kind of scratching their heads trying to come up with a name for him at the moment. So yeah, it was really nice to meet him and welcome another member into the family. And to be perfectly honest, not a lot has happened since last week really, so I just thought I'd do a few updates on a couple of things that I'm going to be doing this week, one of which I'm really excited about. So let's get into updates for this week, and then following on from these videos I'll get back into some more interesting topics. I just wanted to get something out today, but I am absolutely wiped. So hopefully this is some nice content to watch, I don't know, but I'll be back on it with some proper content over the next couple of days. So first of all, I know I've been banging on about this area for quite a while now, but my order is arriving today apparently from my next video sponsor, which I'm really excited about. And I did also want to show you guys that I kind of built this little vinyl area to store all my vinyl. So I think in the last video that I showed you, it was kind of over in this corner over here, all sort of just stuck in there. So now I've got this desk area so that vinyl is really accessible. I'll have my turntable set up there when this is tidied up, and then I've got my samplers and stuff here. Then I've got that furniture coming from the sponsor, so this area hopefully is going to be really nice. It's really coming together. So if I just wheeled my chair over here, you can see that I can kind of sit there now and operate samplers and get access to my vinyl. So for some reason on Thursday I decided to run a 10k because I'm into my running, and then come home and build that, and I was absolutely exhausted on the Friday. Then I had to go straight to London, so yeah, that's why I think I'm struggling a bit today. So you'll see here I have the MPC 2500 out, and I've been doing a little bit of reading about the tack switches, or the pots, or whatever they're called. I was calling them pots, but a lot of people are saying they're called tack switches. So I've read two things about these tack switches. One is that they can be cleaned and fixed that way. Another is that you can flick them and that fixes them as well. I saw that on another MPC channel. So basically the rest of today I'm going to spend taking this thing apart again, because I've had it apart once before. I've bought this contact cleaner. Now it wasn't the cleaner that some people were recommending, but the cleaner that everyone was recommending was based in America, and for me to get it was like 25 quid for a canister like this. This is WD-40, but it's specialist contact cleaner. So this is pretty much going to do exactly the same as that other one, I imagine. It says it's recommended for circuit boards, HDMI connections, switches, controls, and spark plugs. So that should do the job, and I'm going to give that a try on some of the buttons, and I'll keep it open while I'm doing that so that I can test them all, and then if they're working again, that'll be amazing, because I'd love to get this thing going again. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys, but by the end of today and by the next video, this could be up and running again. Let's hope that this contact cleaner and that flicking method on the tack switches works. I've no idea if it will, but fingers crossed, yeah. So that's what's going on with the MPC 2500. Finally getting around to actually trying to fix it after about 5 years of it being broken. Moving over here, we've got the Polyend Tracker, and I spent a lot of time yesterday figuring out how to use this thing. So obviously I was away this weekend. I haven't really had a chance to look at it up until this point. My sort of initial thoughts on it are that don't know how well suited this thing is to chopping samples and making beats with chopped samples. It can do it, and I have been doing it. I've made a beat here, but it's just not the best workflow. I don't know, maybe with a little bit more practice I'll get into it, but it doesn't seem as intuitive as say an MPC or an SP or the Lo-Fi 12 XT that has really nice sampling, and it's easy to program those samples into the patterns. With the Polyend Tracker it's a little bit more fiddly, but that being said, it's pretty fun to use and it's been pretty easy to learn. And these buttons, which are like keyboard buttons, they're so nice to use. I absolutely love the feel of these. It really feels like you're at some kind of like old school sort of 90s computer. They've just got a very nice feel to them. It's got games built into it, which is crazy. So you can go to games and there's like 4 games built into it. Let's go down. I'll just show you one quickly. So you can just start a game and there you go. There's like this lawnmower game built into it. You get your A and B buttons over here and then you have your directional buttons over here. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy machine. These buttons are very, very small to use for sample chops, but they're actually okay, but I have quite thin fingers, so they've been okay for me. I think people would struggle with those if you're someone that's got bigger hands than me or thicker hands than me. You might struggle with these little pads a bit, but yeah, the tracker workflow is really simple. So you can see here, you kind of just have like lanes. So these are my hi-hats and that's every other beat. You've got your snares. I've got my snares on one track, my kicks, and then my sample chops on one. It's basically just all step based, and instead of going across, you're just going down. So it's not that crazy of a thing to get your head around. It's pretty straightforward, and you can see from this, my snare and then my hi-hats going down. It's all pretty basic stuff and it makes sense as soon as you hop on it. So yeah, been enjoying learning that. I'll do some more in-depth videos about that very soon. Thank you to Polyend for sending me that over. I can't wait to get more familiar with it. Already finding it quite a fast workflow as well, which is good. So yeah, I'll do some more content on that soon. Sounds like my girlfriend has just taken delivery of my sponsorship stuff, so that's really cool. It probably won't be for the next few videos because I have to get it approved by the people that have sent it me. So they want me to upload the video, send it to them for approval, and then I will be able to release it. So it's probably going to be in a few videos time when I'm working on that beat making corner again. But that will be coming very soon. I'm enjoying this new style of video and I want to say a huge thanks for the support because the views have been really good on them. I'm going to keep posting like this for the foreseeable future, and I've got loads of topics to talk about related to beat making and being creative. You guys are giving me some ideas as well. So yeah, really looking forward to doing more videos. I'll be back with another one in the next couple of days.